Hi there guys, back with another video. Today we are going to be dealing with a question from the grade 11 November paper from 2024, but it's from the Eastern Cape paper. Okay, now a lot of students struggle to identify how to move on in a question when there is a hence involved. As soon as you guys see hence, you think, oh my goodness, the English has now gone up, which means the math has now gone up. Okay, which inevitably might be true, okay, but we need to work through it step by step. Okay, so we first take a breather when we see a hence question, and once you've taken in that deep breath, we can then go through the math. Okay, don't panic at these questions. Try and remember what you do know. Okay, so first things first. They say given that 14 over p is equal to p plus 5, solve for p. Okay, so this is almost like a normal equation. So you would have just stated, right, well, 14 over p is equal to p plus 5. Now, in order to remove this denominator, I need to multiply both sides by p. All right, but you must be careful. You need to put the other side in brackets. Otherwise, the p will only apply to the first p. It won't be factored into the 5 as well. Okay, so from here, though, you would say that 14 equals p squared plus 5p. Great. Now remember principles from grade 9 and 10, okay, where predominantly grade 10 actually, where if I have a quadratic, I need to bring everything over to one side and make it equal to 0, okay? So I have a p squared. So I must bring everything over to one side and make it equal to 0. But when I'm bringing over this 14, it will become a negative 14. Okay, and now I just have a trinomial. So when I factor that out, oh, there I go using a small pencil. When I go factor this out, I'm then going to see that I've got p to the 7 and p minus 2, which means that p is either negative 7 or p is either 2. Okay, so now you've solved for the first part of the question, which said solve for p. You've solved, it's either going to be a negative 7 or it's going to be 2. But now, when it comes to the 1.2.2, where it says hence or otherwise solve for x if 14 over that root is equal to the root plus 5. Now, you just have to pay very careful attention here. Do you see that from our given, they've replaced p with the root of x plus 5, which means that that p value is equal to the root of x plus 5. So whatever value I got for p, I can make it equal to x plus 5. So that's what we're going to do for part 2. Okay, we're then going to go and take our p value and make it equal to the root of x plus 5. And we're going to take 2 and make it equal to the root of x plus 5. And then we're going to remember that when we have a square root, the way that we remove it is by squaring both sides. Okay, so I'm then going to land up with 49 equals x plus 5, meaning that x had to be 44. Or I'm going to have that 4 is equal to x plus 5, and that x is equal to negative 1. Now, you may think that you are done, but I have news for you. Whenever you have a square root in an answer, you always need to check your answer, okay? You need to check your solutions because there's a likelihood that one of them will not work. So whenever there's a square root in the question of the equation, you always need to check your answer. So if we go and do that, we're trying to say what is the left-hand side versus the right-hand side. When we use the normal equation that they gave us, of that 14 over the root of x plus 5. So that's just a question that we were given. I'm just rewriting it. Okay, plus 5. So what is my answer when I sub in that x is equal to 44? Okay, what do I get on my left-hand side? And when I sub it in here, what do I get on my right-hand side? If they are equal, it means that there is a solution. But if they do not equal, it's no solution. It means that if your left-hand side doesn't equal your right-hand side, that value does not work. Okay, so if we do that for 44, if you sub that into the left-hand side, you're going to get a value of 2 for your left-hand side. And your right-hand side is going to give you a value of 12. Now you see that they aren't the same. So that means you need to go and put a line through your equal sign and say, therefore, no solution. You're then going to go do the same, but instead of subbing in 44 now, we're now going to sub in -1. Okay. Then you're going to check your left-hand side versus your right-hand side. My left-hand side, when I sub in -1, I'll get an answer of 7. And on my right-hand side, when I sub in a value of -1, I get 7. And because those two are equal, I don't have to draw a line through my equal sign. It means that that is the solution where those two sides would be equal to one another. I do hope that this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, you're more than welcome to comment down on the video below or contact me for more explanation. Okay, please do like and subscribe for more videos.